Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Qaisar. How are you? Good?
Walaikum assalam. But if I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you for hosting this event. For
Okay.
everyone else joining, thank you for joining. First of all, this is Muhammad Irfan and my colleague Qaisar. So today we are privileged to have Qaisar. A little bit brief introduction about Qaisar. Qaisar is, mashallah, 3 CCIE, and he has experience for more than 20 years in Cisco domain. And myself, I'm Muhammad Irfan, a founder of the Land Official, and we are having privilege to have this session. And this time it's a bit unique. We are providing, in collaboration, training in Canary Wharf on a physical location to have hands-on experience on Cisco devices. So far, we have been running most of our courses on cloud, cybersecurity, and in data analyst were online. This training will be on site, as I said earlier. So it gives a more physical touch, more rich experience, working together as a team, gaining experience. And the one who is going to train for this course as a junior network engineer, he has got 4 CCIEs and he's a design consultant with Cisco. Without taking further time, I would like to hand over to Kaisar to lead this event. And at the end, feel free to have your questions ready for Kaisar. In the meantime, as well, if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and we can pose it and reply to your queries, inshallah. Welcome, Kaisar. Please take on.
Thank you so much, Irfan. Really appreciate this is an opportunity for to meet aspirants as well. So before I get started, I really want to ask the audience if they can introduce themselves and what do they do? What are they ambitious about? It would be good to know more about them. Starting with Abbas. Abbas, could you just turn on your microphone and just tell us what do you do?
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I'm currently, yeah, I'm a network support engineer at Santander. So I'm currently undertaking, well, I'm trying to go for my CCNA. So I saw this opportunity come up on my dad's phone. So he said, try and go for this. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I'll give it a go and see what happens here. But yeah, long-term plans, yeah, hopefully to qualify up to get the CCNA and then progress on from that. My niche at the moment is because I was an apprentice in Santander. So I've kind of got a good knowledge of like network monitoring and stuff like that. But I'm hoping to get more the network knowledge side with CCNA, etc., stuff like that.
Perfect, boss. That's good to know because today's session is very basic, because we're gonna have other people around who may not know anything about it. So just it may be very basic for you, but I'm sure you'll be learning, a bit more conceptual journey ahead with us as well. Perfect. So thank you so much, boss, for your time. We got another person, Rashid. If you can just introduce yourself and tell us what do you do. Rashid, can you hear us? Zain, if you can introduce yourself.
Yep. Hello. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Zain. How are you? We can definitely hear you. How are you?
Hi there. I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Yes, tell us a bit more about yourself. What do you do?
All right. So I specialize in cybersecurity. I've just finished a year co course in my college.
Okay, good.
Uh, I'm interested in entering either software development or cybersecurity. Those are like I'm quite interested in both of those fields. I'm working it out right now. But I found this from one of the people that I knew who actually they work in software development for Newark Council.
Mhm.
And they sent me this link and told me it was a good thing to go for. So I just thought, why not as well?
Oh, brilliant. Definitely. Thank you so much for letting us know what do you do. It's good to know about everyone around. So let's have a quick word with Rashid if Rashid is able to hear us. Rashid, can you hear us? Are you around? Okay, we have one more person here named as iPhone. So if you tell us what's your name and what do you do?
Assalamu alaikum. My name's Kamran.
Walaikum salam, How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Good. Yes, please tell us what do you do?
Yeah, I'm just working at the railway at the moment, just like doing data entry. And I came across this post on LinkedIn where you guys are holding a session, so I thought it'd be interesting if I could just see what it's all about.
Brilliant. That's good. Thank you so much, Imran. And we have us, Ashish, if you introduce yourself. Ash, can you hear us?
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm just reaching home. I'm on my way.
Sure, no problem. So just tell us, what do you do? Quick one.
Well, I'm working as a level 2 engineer. No, not in networking, mainly in the side and infrastructure level. I'm more interested in moving to network side as well.
Brilliant. That's good. Thank you so much, Ashi. Ash, thank you for the introduction. So, okay, perfect. So now we know, what the audience for your level is. This session is mostly interactive. So, it would be good if you can just keep your microphones on, or if possible, we can see each other. That would be really good. If you're in a comfortable environment where we can interact with each other, because it's going to be more practical. I try to make it starting from very basics. Maybe Abbas will find it more like, very basics for him, but good for other audiences around. So we'll keep it, start from scratch, and then hope you guys can enjoy the session. Well, okay, first and foremost, let me just share my screen so that we can be on the same page. You guys can see me, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And let me ask a quick question, to everyone. If you guys can see my screen, my question is, Abbas, what is the internet for you? How do you define internet?
The internet.
Yes, please.
So the internet for me, how we interconnect with different networks, even different geographical locations and regions, right? The way we connect to each other to, I guess, share information.
Excellent. Abbas, your definition is to the point and more professional, because I was expecting it from you. And if I ask the same question to Zain, what do you think? What is internet for you?
Recording in progress.
For me, is the connection of all computers around the globe, or just over the network.
Okay, good. And Ash, what's your definition of internet?
Sorry, guys, I'm still on the way.
Okay, perfect. No problem. Just try to be focused and listen to our conversation if you're unable to participate. Okay, guys, if I break this internet into two parts, say inter and net, and if I further dissect it, I say, like Abbas said, I say inter means interconnection and net means networks. So internet is actually interconnection of networks. What is the purpose? Purpose is sharing information. And when we talk about sharing information, we talk about sharing information globally, worldwide. Now, if internet is interconnection of networks, question is, what's a network? What do you think about? What's a network?
Well, it depends on what sort of, obviously, I know like LAN and WAN networks, right? So
Sure.
network for me is, so for example, if we talk about a LAN network, then a LAN network would be, for example, two computers on the same network which can share information. So that would be a LAN network for me.
Excellent. Definitely. See, but I'm trying to go from top to bottom. I say internet. If I talk about internet, it is inter and net. Inter means interconnection, net means networks, and combining them two means internet is an interconnection of networks, and purpose is sharing information globally. If internet is interconnection of networks, question is, what's a network? And we say a network is connection of machines. Like you said, two machines connected together. And what is the purpose? Sharing information. But when we talk about sharing information, we talk about sharing information locally in a small geographical area. Now, if a network is connection of machines, question is, what's a machine? So coming from top to bottom, we say a machine is a digital electronic device, like your laptop, your desktop, your mobile device, that you connect together to other machines, and you make a network. And when you connect worldwide networks together, it becomes an internetwork. While saying this, I want to do it practically. So let's do it practically. If you guys can see my screen now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect few machines together. So let's take an example. My manager said to me that this is our sales department. We've got 20 people working in this department, and he wants these 20 machines to be connected together. So what I want to do, my task that I was being given is connect these 20 machines on floor 1. They should be connected together. So if I ask you guys, what do I need to connect this sales department, which is on the first floor, 20 people in that department, 20 staff members. What do I need to connect these 20 people together, guys? To connect these 20 machines together, what do you think is required to connect these 20 machines together? If I ask this question to, again, let me ask this question to Zain. Zain, what do you think? How do I connect these 20 machines together?
You'd either need Ethernet cable or you'd have to go wireless and connect them all to a router.
Okay, so let's talk about a wide network. We have a wide network. So in order for us to connect these 20 people together in a one single room, what do you think is needed? You said Ethernet cable. Good. What else is required?
We need a device like a hub, switch, or anything.
Excellent. Very good, Ash. And anything else, guys?
And the router as well, obviously.
So Ash said we need hub, switch, and a router. Zain said we need Ethernet cables. And Abbas, any input from your side?
No, I think they've pretty much said what I was thinking, to be fair.
Excellent. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I have Ash saying we need a router and a switch and a hub. If I ask you a quick question, what is the difference? I can practically show you once we move on. What is the difference between a hub and a switch and a router?
No, we don't need all 3 devices, either one of them. Hub,
Only one of them. If we have to choose one, Ash, what should I choose here?
hub to connect 3 devices. That's
And
very basic.
why should I choose hub? Why not switch? Why not router?
Well, to connect with a basic connection, hub can do.
And can switch do the same thing for me?
Yes, you can use switch as well.
Right. If like, what makes me choose hub compared to a switch?
Hub is not an intelligent device. Just whatever the packets coming, it will just forward to the other devices. That's it.
Right. So in other words, if you have to offer this option to a client, are you going to do it like you have a cost-effective solution that is hub-based solution? You have a bit expensive solution that's a switch-based solution. Is that your option to the client?
Yes, that's
Good.
one criteria. Not yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, obviously, cost comes in. Hub is a dumb device. You know, it is not. It doesn't have a decision-making capability. Allows you to connect machines together and share information, but it had a lot of drawbacks. But yes, you are 100% right. From cost perspective, if finance is a concern, I can offer them a device that can connect the machines together, but network is not going to be that resilient. So now let's take an example. I'm taking a device here, Ash. You guys can have a look. It's a Cisco switch. Can you see it, guys?
Yeah.
It's a Cisco switch. It's a 24-port switch. So it can connect 24 devices together. So I'm using this device to connect these machines together. So here you go. I got a switch in the middle. And I had Zain mentioned that I need Ethernet cables. Do you know what type of Ethernet cable will be required to connect these machines together? Any idea, Zain?
Are you asking like category?
Like, what type of Ethernet cable should I use to connect my laptop to the switch?
The LAN cable, like LAN category.
Cable. Good. And any other idea? Like, there are different types of cables. Let me show you. There's this type of cable called straight through. It's the LAN cable. There's this type of cable called copper crossover. It's a LAN cable. There's this type of cable called console. It's for management. So if I had to choose straight through or crossover cable or a rollover cable, what type of cable should I choose to connect my laptop to the switch?
I'm guessing the straight through cable.
Okay. Any idea again why are you choosing straight through?
Because it can transmit the data straight from the laptop to the switch.
Okay, no problem. See, whenever we connect different devices together, different in terms of functionality, in terms of capability. If I want to connect a switch and a PC together, so there are two different devices, two different functionalities. So I'm going to use a straight through cable. So I'm going to take a straight through cable from here. One end, do you know one end goes to my laptop? What port of the laptop am I going to connect this switch cable to? This is your laptop. Let me show you. This is your laptop, guys. Where should I connect this cable to?
To the LAN port.
To the LAN port. Thank you, Ash. If I ask this question to Zain, do you know which port of the laptop should I connect this cable to?
Yeah, it's the silver one right next to the headphone jack.
Right. So you mean say this one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your Ethernet cable. Is your network, we call it NIC, network interface card. That is your interface where you're going to connect one end of the cable to, and the other end of the cable will go to the switch port. That is here. Any port of the switch that you're going to connect your cable to. That's how the physical connectivity will be. Let's do that. So I'm going to take a straight through cable because these are two different devices. I'll connect one end to my network card. The other end will go to my switch port. This is how we are physically connected. Any confusion here, Abbas?
No, not for me, no.
Good. Now I'm going to connect my another device to the switch and my third device to the switch. I'm using a straight through cable because they're all different devices because they're connecting a switch to a PC. They're different in terms of functionality. So my answer to this question is I'm going to go for a LAN cable, which is a straight through cable. Now they're physically connected, guys. I'm really thankful to you guys. You did mention, you helped me that we need an Ethernet cable. We need a central device like a switch or a hub, or Ash was saying. So we selected one. We connected these devices together. The sales department on the first floor, all these 20 people are now connected together. Now, do you think we can talk to each other? Are we in a position that we can communicate right now? Is there anything missing for me to allow them to talk to each other? What do you think is missing? My manager said to me, you know what? I want these machines, 20 people to talk to each other. Physically, they're connected. They're physically connected. Remember, they're not logically connected. Logically, in order for us to make them talk, if I give an example, Abbas said to me, he purchased a new house. He said, my house is house number 19. And I went on site. I can see a big building. Construction is going on. And I can see all the houses are built, but I cannot see any house having a number on it. So I'm unable to identify which house is house number 19. So exactly we are in the same situation. We have all these machines connected together. They're physically connected, but they're not logically connected. Every machine has to have an identification address called IP address. So my manager said to me, he wants me that the very first machine should have an IP address of 1.0.0.1. He said this should be your IP of the very first machine. Your second machine should have an IP address of 1.0.0.2. Your third machine should have an IP address of 1.0.0.3. So right now, what I did, I just documented it. I did not assign anything to the machine. It's purely for documentation because the networking documentation is crucial. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to assign these IPs to these devices. I'll go to the very first device. I go to desktop, IP configuration, and I'm going to tell this machine, you know what? You are 1.0.0.1. This is your identification address. That's it, done. Nothing else to be done. I go on the second machine, desktop, IP configuration. I'm going to tell this machine, you are 1.0.0.2. Okay, perfect. And finally, the last machine, desktop, IP configuration, you are 1.0.0.3. Okay, I did that. I assigned them the IPs. I physically connected them. That was my first job. I logically connected them. They're all connected together. How do I verify? How do I check they're actually talking to each other? To do that, I can give an example. Say as an example, I'm in a building. I'm at the reception, and I really want to come and see Abbas. He's on first floor. Zain and Ash, they're on second floor. And as soon as I reach the building, if I call your name, I say, hey, Ash, can you hear me? If Ash can hear me, he can reply back to my call. Yes, I can hear you. That means we are connected. Exactly the same thing. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to call from this machine to these two machines. If they can hear my call, they should reply back to my call. If they reply back to my call, we are connected. Our network is up and running. We are ready to go. We can share resources. We can do everything. How do I do that? First and foremost, in order for me to do that, I'm going to go on the very first machine. I'll go on the command prompt. And for my own verification, I really want to ask this machine a question. Hey, what is your IP address? I know that I assigned an IP address to this machine 1001. I want to ask this machine to verify whatever I configured, he has accepted it. So I'm going to use a command called ipconfig. Means tell me what is your IP configuration. So I'm going to press enter. And you can see here, it says my IP address is 1.0.0.1. That's exactly what we assigned it. Fair enough. Now I'm going to tell this machine, hey, I want you to call 1002. Do you know what machine does when you instruct a machine to call a particular IP address? So let me give you an example. If I say to Zane, I say, Zane, just pass this mobile to someone called Abbas. What's going to be your first reaction? Zane, you're in my team. We work together. I'm saying to you, just pass this file to someone called Abbas. What's your first reaction?
My first reaction would be to pass the file over to a boss.
Yeah, first question, you may ask yourself, who is Abbas? Is he a member of my team? Do I know him? So you got a team list in front of you. You can scroll down and you can see, yeah, Abbas is on seat number 9. And you can go to Abbas, say, hey, that file is from Kaiser. So this is just a simple human example. So when I tell this machine, call means ping. Call what? 1.0.0.2. Machine is going to ask itself a question. Hey, who is 1002? Is 1002 a member of my network or my team? He's going to check, what is my network? As an example, at this moment, he's going to say, I belong to network that starts with 1. And let me check. Yes, it also belongs to the same network starts with 1. It means it's somewhere, it's a member of my team. It's somewhere in the team. So I'm good to go. I'm going to call him. Hey, whosoever is 1002, if he can hear me, reply back to me. But he can only do that once he can match that we belong to the same network. I belong to 1, he belongs to 1. I'm happy to call him. He's going to call. And when he calls, can you see what happens? There's a reply coming back from the same person you're calling. Reply, I'm here. 4 packets sent, 4 received. There's no loss. 100% connectivity. We guys are connected. I'm happy. I'm definitely talking to that person. So let me call another person. Ping 1003. I got a reply from 1003. I'm connected. So you're showing your manager, say what? All these machines are fully reachable, fully connected together. We're good to go. He's very happy. We don't have any problems, no loss, no packet loss, nothing. So he has authorized me that this department is done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mark it done. And let me quickly do that. So here you go. This sales department on the first floor is done, guys. Now he has given me a task. He said, we got some people of the sales department working on the second floor. Again, around 20, 30 people are working on that. He wants me to build up a network for them. Let's quickly do that. So we've got around 20 people working on the second floor. And they're again sales. I'm going to take a switch here. And again, like I said, this is a Cisco switch. For those who haven't seen, you'll be able to see that physically if you do decide to join. And you can see that a lot of equipment in our lab environment. So that's a Cisco switch. I'm going to connect a network cable. In this case, there are 2 different devices, a straight through cable, connecting them together. My manager said to me that the IP address of the devices on the second floor, sales device 10021 and 100 up to 40. So I'm just taking that. So I put the IP addresses here. Good. Again, it's a physical connectivity. They're not logically connected. I'm going to logically connect them together. How do we do that? By assigning them an IP address. I go on the machine here. I go to desktop. I go to IP configuration. And I'm going to tell this machine, you know what? You are 1.0.0.20. Okay, brilliant. Done. At the same time, I'm going to verify it. I'm going to command prompt and ensure that the address has been accepted by the machine. IP config. Machine says, yes, my IP address is 10020. I'm very happy. It's good to keep on cross-checking whatever you do. Do not leave it to the end. Done. I go on the second machine here. I go to desktop IP configuration, and I tell this machine you are 1.0.0.40. Again, good to do is cross-check IP config. Make sure machine has accepted your IP address. It does. I can see the IP address here. All good to go. Now, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to leave anything undone. I'm going to make sure this machine talks to other 40 machines as well. So I'm going to call from that machine. Same thing. Ping what? 1.0.0.40. And I can see if a reply comes back from 40, we are connected. Yes, I got a reply coming 40. The network is 100% up and running. Well, again, is another landmark, guys. I'm going to do is mark it done. And to do that, let me quickly choose it. This is done as well, guys. This is our sales department on the second floor. Any questions so far? Any questions? Ash, Abbas, Zain, Ali, Rashid, anyone, any questions?
I'm good. Thank you.
No, I have none.
Perfect. Now we got a task. My manager wants me to connect these two sales departments together. So they do not need to rush up and down. They can actually be where they are and they can talk to each other. Do we know what do we need to connect these two departments together? Anybody suggest any suggestions from you guys?
Those two switches need to be connected.
Two switches need to be connected. Good, Ash. Anyone else? Any input? Any other ideas? Good. So we go with the Ash's decision. So we're going to connect two switches together. Now, my question again could be coming to Zain or Abbas. To connect these two switches together, what type of network cable do I need to connect these two switches together?
Would it be another Ethernet?
It is an Ethernet cable, but type of Ethernet cable. Now, again, just to make it conceptually clear, like I said, when we connect two different devices together, a switch and a PC, we use straight through cable. It's an Ethernet network cable. Now, to connect two similar devices together, switch and switch are same devices. We're going to use an Ethernet or copper crossover cable. Crossover is the type of cable that we use when we have two devices of the same functionality connected together, right? So I'm going to take a copper crossover, any port to any port. Here you go. And yes, that is the type of cable we are using. Why? Because these are two similar in terms of functionality, in terms of capability. So we're connecting two similar devices together. I'm going to use a copper crossover cable to do that. Well, we connected it, but every networking is only done if it is working. Otherwise, doesn't matter. You connect. If it doesn't connect, if it doesn't work, nothing is done. So what I'm going to do to ensure that these two departments are talking to each other, I'll go on the very first machine on the first floor. And the first thing first, just to clarify my mindset, I'm going to ask this machine a question. Hey, what is your IP address? Tell me, what is your IP address, IP configuration? He's saying my IP address is 1001. Okay, brilliant. If your IP address is 1001, I'm asking this machine, commanding this machine call 1.0.0.20. Again, what machine does, it asks a question to itself. Hey, my owner wants me to talk to or call 10020. Who is 10020? Does he belong to my network? Let me check. I belong to a network which starts with 10 at the moment, for your understanding. And the destination he wants me to call also belongs to the same. That means he's a part of my network. He must be somewhere local to me. Let me call him. So when he calls, you got a reply. When you got a reply, that shows you are connected. So two different departments on two different floors, same goes on 40, are connected together. We are good to go. We're happy. Perfect. No issues. Now my manager has given me another task. He said, we have got a marketing department on the second floor as well. There are probably 20 people working in that department. He wants me to connect those 20 people together. Okay, no issues. We can do that. And he said to me, in order to connect them together, I'm going to do the same, take my network cables, connect them together physically, all done like we did for other department. But he said to me, the IP addressing scheme for marketing department starts with, this is marketing, and that is second floor. He said the IP address department for the marketing starts with 2001 and ends up with, for all these 20 machines, 20020. He said, can you connect them together? We can do that, no issues. Now, physically we are connected. Logically, I need to configure them. I'll go on the machine here. I go to desktop, IP configuration. I'm going to tell this machine you are 2.0.0.1. Good to go. Re-verify yourself. IP config. Yes, I am 2001. No issues. Let's go to the second machine. Desktop, IP configuration. Tell this machine you are 2.0.0.20. All done. Good to verify, making sure you're checking in parallel. IP config, accepted. I got this machine with 2.0.0.20. Now what he wants me, make sure they are connected. We'll do the same process. I'll go on the machine here. I go to command prompt. I'm going to ask this machine, hey, can you call your neighbor? Ping 2.0.0.20. So what it's going to do is exactly the same question, asking yourself, who is 2020? Is he a member of my network? Let me check. I belong to network 2. He belongs to network 2 as well. He must be local. Let me call him. Done. You got a reply coming back. We are connected. Well, that's a good sign. We are doing our job properly. We're connecting the machines together. All good to go. Now, the question my manager wants me to do, he said, all good. This department is also connected together. He wants me to connect marketing to sales. Now I need your input. I need your help. Tell me, what do I do? What do I do to connect marketing to sales now, guys? Should I connect this second floor switch on second floor to this switch on second floor? I'm good to go. Or what else do I do?
We need a router in between.
Good. Ash is saying we need a router. What about Abbas? Abbas, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. We need a router to perform routing.
We need a router. Good. Zain, your input?
I think about the same.
You think about the same. Ali or Rashid or anyone else? Anything that you think we need a router, or should we save money and connect these machines together? Okay. So we need a router. So, I mean, Ash, why do we need a router here?
Because these two are two different networks. One is on one dot network and the other one is on the two.
Excellent. And Zain, do you have the same understanding?
Yep.
100%, right? No issues with that. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to practically show you. If you think that that's the case, let me make your concept very clear. So say someone said, you know, why don't you do this? I mean, if you want to connect sales to marketing, why don't you connect, you know, this switch on the second floor to this switch on the second floor to connect them together? Say somebody proposed this solution, right? Let's see what happens. So if somebody proposed a solution is only working if it does have connectivity. Otherwise, there's no point of connecting these devices together. So in order for us to check whether if this solution does work, I'll go on the very first machine here. And what I'm going to do is go on the very first machine, go on the command prompt, ask this machine the general question, same as I always do, IP config. What is your IP address configuration? Machine is saying my IP address is 1.0.0.1. And I'm going to tell this machine, hey, can you call an IP address called 2.0.0.1? Can you tell me what is this machine going to do now? Same question, asking itself, hey, who is 2001? Is 2001 a member of my network? Let me check. I belong to network 1, and my manager wants me to call someone that starts with network 2. So I don't know who is network 2. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not going to send it. I'm unable to send this information. So, you know, the source will check. Do I always do the check? Always. That is the protocol. That is the algorithm they follow. Check, does the destination belong to my network? If it does, it will send it. If it does not, let's have a look what happens. Keep an eye on this machine here. The very first machine 1001. You can see here, it drops the packet. It doesn't send it because machine does not know who that network is. It's a different network. It's a dumb device. It drops it straight away. Now that means two different networks cannot talk to each other unless we have a router in the middle. Why do I add a router? I'm going to show you that. Why? So you can see machine is dropping the traffic because he's saying, you want me to talk to two? I don't know what network two is. I only know what, because I am one, I can only talk to one. I cannot talk to two unless you tell me what to do. So if I go back to the same example I said before, I said to Zain, do me a favor, pass this file on to someone called Abbas. You work in my team. Zain said, okay, guys, let me have a look. He asked his question to himself, who is Abbas? Is he a member of our team? Let's have a look. He found Abbas is on seat number 9. He went to seat number 9. He, passed on the file to Abbas. Now I'm going to say the same thing, again calling Zain, saying, pass this one to someone called Michael. And Zain is saying, who is Michael? Is he a member of my team? You go to the team list, entire list that you have, you cannot find any person called Michael. So he's saying, I don't know who that person is. I'm so sorry. I cannot send this information now. So you keep it on your desk means you drop it. That's a human example. So when I came back and I asked Zain, were you able to pass it on to Michael? He said, I don't know who Michael is. I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to pass it on. So then I said to my entire team, hey guys, listen, if I ever pass on any information to you for a particular destination, and if that destination is unknown to you, you do not know about that person, that destination, please do not drop it. Pass it on to the new team member who has joined us. He's your operation manager or he's your team leader. Pass it on to him. That's it. Your job is any unknown destination traffic, just pass it on to him. He's going to handle it himself. And that unknown person, any unknown traffic that you're passing on to the team leader, that team leader that we need to add to the network is a router. We need a router to connect these different networks together. Otherwise, my machine will not be able to pass that information out of its network call. So whosoever proposed a solution, this solution is not going to work. We need a router. A router is a device that connects different networks together. And I'm going to show you how, and we will see this communication again before I move further. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to quickly go to the routers. I'm going to take a router here, 2621XM. It's for SME organizations. So this is how a router looks like physically. Let me show you. So router, like it has these network cards, LAN cards that connect to particular LAN. It has a console, which is for management, power on button. These empty modules or slots are available to add on modules. And like I did mention, we'll do them in the lab if you guys are in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because this person dropped the traffic, this person, he said, I don't know who 2 is. So I'm going to tell this department, hey guys, listen, there's a new member joining you. He's your team leader. So I'm joining it to the same network. There's a new member joining you, and that is your team leader. And the IP address of that member is 1.0.0.100. That is the IP address of this person who has joined this team, is a team leader. He's a member of the team, like another person joining in. So same procedure, I'm going to go on the machine router. I'm going to go on config. I can see the interface here is FE0/0. So that is fast Ethernet network card here. I'm going to tell him your IP address is 1.0.0.100. And by default, every interface of the router is disabled. I'm going to enable it myself. You can see it's on now. Done. That's it, guys. Simple job. So what does that mean? That means if there's a new member in the team, I really want these team members to talk to him. Make sure he's reachable. I'll go on the same user here who dropped the traffic. I'm going to tell him, hey, can you call your new neighbor? His IP address is 1.0.0.100. He has just joined the team. He's your team leader. He's trying, and it takes 30 seconds for a switch to learn here. So, a few packets will be dropped. That's it. You got a reply coming back from 1.0.0.100. He's talking to, he's talking to his own team, own network, no issues, all good to go. Now, the purpose of adding this machine to the network was not actually allowing them to talk to each other. It was allowing them to go to different networks. So what I'm going to tell the same person, hey, listen, if you ever get a traffic which does not match your network, that belongs to a different network, please send that traffic to your team leader. That's your default gateway, 1.0.0.100. Send this traffic to your team leader. He's going to do the rest. Do not worry about it. Just pass it on to him. Done. Guys, we did that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to tell marketing, hey guys, there's a new member joining you. Done. And his IP address is 2.0.0.100. Done. I'm going to go on a router, assign the IP address to fast Ethernet 0/1 that I can see here, and tell him that you are 2.0.0.100. I'm going to enable it. Good to go. And I'm going to tell this marketing department on this side, hey guys, there's a new member. His IP address is 2.0.0.100. Make sure you're reachable. I'll go on the very first machine, go to command prompt. I do the same drill as I always do. IP config, make sure my IP address is 2.0.0.1. Good. Can you talk to my neighbor? Ping 2.0.0.100. It's going to do the same thing. Who is 2.0.0.100? Is he a member of my network? Let me check. I belong to network 2. He belongs to network 2. No issues. I'm good to go. Call him. Calling. Few packets will be dropped. Like I said, switch takes 30 seconds to get the port into forwarding state. We are good to go here. So that's it. Done. We are good to go. No issues. Now I'm going to tell this machine here, the entire purpose of adding this team leader to your network was, if you have any unknown traffic that does not match your network, do not drop it. Pass it on to this address to your team leader, 2.0.0.100. That's your team leader. Just send your traffic to him. He's going to sort it out. Don't worry about it. Now the
Excuse me.
machine. Any
I'm
questions?
sorry to interrupt, but I have to leave. But thank you for the lesson.
No
It helped a
problem.
lot.
No problem. You're welcome, guys. No problem. So it will take guys 5 minutes just to check this connectivity, which I initially started and this machine was dropping it. Let me quickly show you that. Now, if I go to the same machine, I started my conversation before, and I tried to ping from this network one. If you remember last time I did, it dropped it. Now, IP config, just to make sure, you can see the IP address is 1001, and the default gateway, the team leader is also defined. Any unknown traffic should go to 100. This was not the case before. When I did it before, there was no default gateway. You can see here, default gateway was 000. No, there was no team leader. It was dropping the entire traffic. Let's see what happens now. So I try to tell this machine, ping 2.0.0.1. So it is 1001, says whose destination is 2, is a different network, but I don't need to panic. I need to send this traffic to 100. Okay, let's do that. Have a look. He's not dropping. Can you see he's not dropping now? This machine is not dropping the traffic. What it does, I can show you, it will automatically send it out, go to the switch, go to the next switch. Traffic will automatically come, go to the router, destination, received it, replied, back to the router, packet is coming, back to the switch, back to the source. So you got the entire connectivity simulated, guys, because it's conceptual. I mean, nothing is, undone in networks until you practically do it. So guys, this is it, all done. Any questions, feel free to ask. Any question, anyone, guys?
That was very brilliant, Kaiser. Amazing.
No problem, guys. I
Engaging.
really wanted to touch base, more like on a level that these guys can see the journey. And this is the lab environment, physical lab environment that I want you guys to have a look as well. It's in Canary Wharf. I'm sure you guys can see it. So guys, any questions?
So guys, the lab you have seen, this is sufficient. We have sufficient devices to do even CCIE. And in fact, we are running CCIE in December for service provider and which one the other one?
Enterprise networking.
Enterprise networking. Both CCIEs will be run in December, each one for 5 days. But currently, what we are launching now from 30th of August, this is for junior network engineer role. A big portion of CCNA will be taught. The main thing over here is CCNA covers a lot of areas, but we have designed to suffice the entry level role. Okay. But anyone who wants to do further, complete CCNA, we are more than happy to accommodate that as well. And as I said earlier, the guy who's teaching, he's a CCIE himself, a working consultant, and the location itself and the lab environment, everything is fantastic. I would say at my time when I was doing CCNA, I would say the first time nothing was practical. It was all theory based. Then it went to simulators. Then the third time I attempted, it was with the practical labs, with the practical live devices. So it makes a big difference when you learn in a practical environment with the live devices and do things hands-on by yourself. That builds lots of confidence, and you have confidence to present yourself. It's a different environment, different level of expertise you will gain. So I have your guys' contact details. I will reach out to you, or my team member will reach out to you tomorrow to find out if you're happy to join us. And we can enroll you as we have advertised that we have early bird discount. And if you can take and prevail that discount, that will be great. And I'm very happy for all of you to be with us, and you have really helped us. We have what a privilege to share the ideas and knowledge with you. For future as well, be in touch for any your journey in knowledge with Cisco, networking or cloud or cybersecurity. We are here to help you. Any questions you have now, please feel free to ask. No obligations.
Ash, Abbas, thank you so much, guys. You guys have been, really experimental in the journey, and we had Zain as well who left. I wasn't able to speak to Rashida early, but thank you for the participation, guys.
Well, thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot.